Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts at a point in the game which is, well, first of all, let's equip the one-winged angel keyblade that we got from beating Sephiroth. There's a cool little flame attachment at the end of it, and, well, it's gonna be very contrasting with, the next world that we have to do. Yes, there is in fact a secret world in this game, one that's optional, but, yeah, if you probably couldn't tell from the way that book looks. Yes, it's time to take a dive into the deep recesses of our childhood with Winifred feces, aka Winnie the Pooh. Yes. Now, you might be noticing a bunch of different clouds that have stained the book. Get your mind out of the gutter. God knows it was difficult enough for me to resist the joke, but yes indeed. Throughout the game, you collect these torn pages, which are basically what make up the 100 Acre Woods world. Again, it's a very episodic kind of thing, where basically, you go into different parts of the world, and it will unlock, mini-games. Again, that's pretty much how you get out of the world if you want to leave, and, again, bear in mind, you aren't forced at any point to do this world, but again, if you want those sexy, secret endings, yeah, you're gonna have to do this, and you will have to suffer the embarrassment of being called a man-child, or a pussy, or a bitch. So, yeah, let's have at it. There's, well, I mean, fuck.
Think, 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 think.
Hi there. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just thinking.
Oh.
I was thinking of how to say goodbye to Pooh.
Pooh?
Yes?
Wait a second. You're Pooh?
Yes, I'm Winnie the Pooh. Pooh for short. Who are you?
I'm Sora.
Oh, hello, Sora. Have you come to say goodbye to Pooh, too?
Well, no. Why would I do that? We've only just met.
Because everyone's gone away.
What do you mean?
Well, we all lived here in the 100 Acre Wood, and we'd take walks together, or play Pooh sticks. And every day, I'd eat some honey. Just one small smackerel would taste very good right now. But now, everyone is gone. All my friends, and my favorite honey tree, too. Everyone must have gone away while I was napping, I think. So, who knows? Maybe I shall end up going away somewhere as well. But I wonder, how do I say goodbye to myself? Think, think, think. Oh, my tumbly is getting rather rumbly.
Now, you might be thinking with that bizarrely melancholic intro to 100 Acre Wood that the Heartless might be involved, but, to kind of lay out how the 100 Acre Wood works beyond being episodic is that there are no Heartless in this world, just minigames. And, well, I really don't know what the developers were really intending to evoke with 100 Acre Wood as a world. It is definitely a surprise to be certain, but in terms of how Winnie the Pooh functions, it's obviously meant to be something juvenile for very young kids, but at the same time they use it in a very, how can I put this? Symbolic, for the lack of a better phrase? Like, I mean, basically what they want to evoke is, I guess, maybe the childlike nature of playing around with, you know, characters that are very essential to well, at least to a lot of people's early childhood memories of, anthropomorphic characters, because, I mean, bear in mind, like, I mean, Winnie the Pooh was there for a lot of people's childhoods. Not mine specifically, because, I mean, I think by the time I was at the edge of reading Winnie the Pooh, I was pretty much already into stuff like Doctor Who, Star Wars, and, basically a lot of sci-fi stuff that kind of took the attention span of my young child mind. So, like, I mean, I wasn't really, well, I mean, I would have been the target audience for it, but I was interested in different stuff, so I really don't know what to say.
Oh, bother. There's no more honey left. If only the honey tree would visit. Oh, then I could eat my fill.
Winifred shit, you fat fuck. No wonder you became a movie director in the Ratchet & Clank universe. But yeah, again, to kind of continue on, it's very much... It's kind of like a puzzle, really. Like, I mean, you're basically just sort of progressing across a linear span of events to find the other forest animals in the 100-acre woods. I mean, you can interact with a bunch of different things, and it is worth your while to interact with a 100-acre wood because, again, the developers knowing that you would feeling embarrassed to, you know, interact with this sort of world if you were of a certain age, yeah, they hide some of the best abilities. If you want to get all the high-level magic, I believe this is actually the same world where you can get, Stopka from, which is the final level of stop magic, so, yeah, you got no choice. And again, you do have some pretty sweet rewards as well, like, I mean, you can pretty much go around and, you know, pick up some elixirs, a couple of extra good stuff, and, yeah. It's worth your while to go here, at the same time, well, again, it's pretty much unabashed childhood innocence, and again, it kind of makes this world a bit of a divide in terms of gameplay, because on the one hand, you can consider this thing a little bit more of a breather world, like you don't have to worry about Heartless. It's pretty much just enjoying childhood classics and, well, collecting items and just having fun. Which again, given how childlike Sora is in this case, fits. Not necessarily for the Keyblade that has fire coming all the way from it, but hey, it's something I guess. But by that same token, due to the fact that there's not really much in terms of overall story going on contributing to the main plot, unlike some other worlds that at least had some smackerel of, you know, the organization being... Well, no, that's kind of looking a bit too far ahead. That at least had some smackerel of Ants and Secret of Darkness being involved, or Maleficent or whatever. This just has no relevance whatsoever aside from what directly goes on in this world, and... Well, I suppose given the fact that this world is a book, technically speaking, there really isn't that much... I guess for the Heartless to really go after, so... I guess if we're gonna get psychological here, is like... Is this whole thing meant to be more so written into the pages of Sora's mind? Well, I mean, obviously in this case, Sora is meant to be replacing Christopher Robin in terms of, you know, the Winnie the Pooh canon, if that makes any sense, but... I don't even know what to think, man.
Hello? Is anyone there? What am I to do? I'm all alone. Pooh! Pooh! Where are you? It's me, Piglet!
Tasty bacon on the run. Well, actually, I don't think Piglet will really give you much bacon. It'd probably just be like a few strips at the absolute best. Also, what the fuck is that thing that Piglet's wearing anyway? Is like, are those his pajamas, or is that his skin? I have no idea. It's weird. Is it like like one of those old-timey swimsuits that people used to wear in, like, the early days of the 1900s? Like, oh yes, in the 1910s I'm going to go out and go bathing. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm just looking for items and stuff to collect in this. There really is nothing to do with anything. Basically, at this point, you basically just gotta go off and hunt down some bacon. Martha, get me the shotgun! We're gonna be cooking up some bacon tonight. But I mean, yeah, apart from that, there's really no reason to be climbing up this tree. And it is a lot easier with your regular jump other than high jump, because again, you can clip some trees and basically gimp your jump. So, yeah. But you don't really need to do that anyway, so bugger it. In any case, we'll be getting to the minigames shortly after. Then again, I suppose if finding Piglet counts as a minigame, then... weesht. But again, he's really not too hard to find. You pretty much just press the triangle button, you're done.
Oh dear, I was just... never mind. I'm sorry.
Don't be scared. You're looking for Pooh, right?
You know Pooh. Oh, you see, I have something for him. I have to take it to Pooh right away. Oh, Pooh!
I believe I smell a delicious something. A something like honey.
Pooh!
Hello, Piglet. How have you been?
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I thought you'd gone away. I brought what you asked for.
Thank you, Piglet. Now I can finally have some honey.
Really? But how?
I shall hold on to the balloon and fly like a bee up the honey tree, see?
But if you take their honey, won't the bees be angry?
Oh,
Well, it's nice to see he's got his priorities straight. And again, this is the first minigame, basically helping Winifred Feces find food. Because he's a very absent-minded little fucker, this little pudgy bear is. It's basically just floating upwards, getting food or finding friends and ensuring that nobody was kidnapped, even though they're all just sort of buggering off doing their own thing. I don't know. That's pretty much all there is in terms of plot here. And it's about as simple as you can get. That being said though, I was doing a bit of research into trivia actually, and I found out that A.A Milne, who originally wrote the Winnie the Pooh books, actually ended up coming to despise, like, the franchise itself. Not specifically for the success that it gave him, but more so because it ended up taking away a lot of credibility he had when he started to write adult fiction, because he ended up getting typecast as, you know, the guy who wrote Winnie the Pooh and therefore was stuck with children's literature. Which, I mean, I suppose from a novelist perspective is probably something you always kind of have to fear. Like, I mean, to use another example here, like, whenever people tend to fear Stephen King doing, like, drama work instead of, you know, traditional horror, like, I think Dolores Claiborne would probably be the biggest example, but, yeah, just kind of weird that people pigeonhole that, even from, like, a writing perspective, like, oh no, you can't do this, you gotta be the children guy, you know? I don't know. I mean, my heart goes out to the guy, before his death or whatever. And again, I think it is also quite obvious how Christopher Robin pretty much hated Winnie the Pooh for the fact that, because of the fact that the books starred him specifically and were specifically based on him and his stuffed animals, I believe. Yeah, the kid got bullied extensively, and yeah, that's something you always gotta watch out for whenever you're basing your books on one of your kids, because then they'll grow up to be the man that hates you, or be the woman that hates you. And but I should probably get on to talking about gameplay. Or at least in this case, a minigame. Basically, bees, my god, are after Winifred's shit because he's stealing the produce, and because of the fact that he's not giving them any monetary compensation or tending to them as most responsible beekeepers would, yeah, they're pretty much gonna kick his ass. Yeah, that is, of course, when they're not busy stealing hives like in Conker's Bad Fur Day, because, you know, you're at Conker, upon to throw 'em with you. And again, this is about as exciting as it gets. This is part of the reason why I also said you should disable high jump for this, because, again, when you're trying to ascend up the tree and, well, you know, get to the next level to protect Winifred's shit, well, you're not going to be able to do that because when you clip the top of the tree, it gimps you jump and you fall right down. And again, as you saw earlier, if the balloon pops, then Winifred goes all the way down and you gotta do it all over again. But thankfully, we have the One-Winged Angel Keyblade, which basically means that we can fry whatever bees come our way, and thankfully they also do provide a little bit of lift, so they'll pretty much just bump you back up to the next tree branch, and you don't really have to worry about being too accurate here, just know when to strike and keep your feet about you. Then again, Kingdom Hearts 1 isn't exactly the most accurate platformer I've ever played. I mean, hell, just look at Deep Jungle for an example of, well, refined controls, and Kingdom Hearts 1 in terms of platforming isn't really good because of Sora's big feet. That's why he needs those yellow shoes. They're padded, but they need to support his feet, and they're big. Which probably means that he has a big dick. Bwam! Oh yeah, Riku's gonna be looking at that shit. And Kairi is jealous, but she will never get to the Sora dick because he loves Riku. Feeling very penisy this playthrough. Then again, this has probably been one of the most lewd commentaries I've ever been a part of. I mean, Jesus Christ, I named one of the parts SS Fruitalover, which still don't look that up. Why am I even talking about this in the Winnie the Pooh world? I've probably ruined so many childhoods, but then again, if you're watching this as a kid, you're making a big mistake and basically taking your first tentative steps to making a slew of bad decisions and ending up like the Solidus-Skully. But on that note, I am Solidus-Skully, keep it new metal, and next time, more minigames, more childlike shit galore. Could we please not zoom in on his ass? See ya.
It is rather funny what I will do for honey.